Hey, welcome back everyone. This is a new episode of the Vulcan number 3 that I'm redoing. I'm going to replace the sprocket, as you can see, and I found out the best way to remove the nut. This is with the impact air gun. The original one was a 40 tooth. I still have a hard time with that, sorry. 40 tooth. And I'm going to replace it with a 40. That's, I always did that on all the Vulcan, the VN800 I got. It makes the engine rev a little less on highway speed. Then I'm going to try to give a very good clean to everything, because I'm planning of painting all the part black, the wheels and everything else. And then, sadly, I changed my mind. I mean, I really wanted to do another hardtail. So, I started to cut, and I was so excited that I cut the axle plate. So it was kind of late to change my mind. But anyway, it's gonna be a fun project. And it's gonna be a little different, obviously, because I'm going to try to lower the entire bike, so put the axle plate a little higher, and we'll see how it's gonna go. But I'm not gonna keep the standard or original shape of it. So here is the original tube where I'm gonna weld the tail. I'm gonna have to grind everything around. And here is the tube that I got. It's a 1 1/8 inch outside diameter with a 120 wall. I had some leftover from the previous one, size tubing that I used for the center. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna clean everything, tack weld, and then I'll be able to cut that little bridge that is in between. So after a bunch of grinding, we're starting to get to something we want. I still have a little cleaning to do around this area, and obviously here on both sides. But you can see that I was able to remove that. So now I can put a tube inside a bunch, so to consolidate the connection. So here, this is how I'm consolidating the connection in between. I put a piece of tubing inside, and I drilled the hole, two on top, two on the bottom. Going to do that on both pieces. And I will do some kind of, I mean, it's not called a spot weld. I think there is a name for that kind of weld, but that's it. See, now I'm going to try to weld and melt the metal together, so make a stronger connection. Here I received my new axle plate from Chop Source, the same brand as the frame jig. Great product. They are metric, 17 millimeters, so I'm going to remove obviously the old one, reinstall those, and I will try to set the height that I want to try to lower the bike like 2 inches. So I'm gonna use the rear fender also as as a mock-up to see approximately where the wheel will end and how the frame should look. Then it was a lot of measurement to try to get both axle plate at the same spot in regard to the frame. My only mistake is you can see I raised the front of the frame. There was some wood block under the engine, and I realized that the frame is not gonna look great like that. So what I would like is to have the lower tube of the frame to be parallel to the road. So I'm gonna have to lower the front, and then I think that will look a little bit better. Then it was time to use the tube bender, and my goal was to do a bend of 20 degree, to give an angle of 20 degree on the tube. So I was thinking I'm gonna bend it to 22, and with the flexibility of the material, maybe we'll go back to 20. So I did that, it worked. The only thing is 20 was not enough, so I had to put it back in. I was able to put it back after it was bent into the bender and bend it a little bit more. And this time I went to 32 to get it at 30, and it looks a little better. I also decided to paint the wheel black again because the spokes are rusty, and I can't get it right. That will be a lot of work. Painting will be probably much easier, so I prepped everything. I'm going to use that urethane paint, which is a direct to metal product from iTech. It's 3-part. You need a catalyst and some urethane reducer. And here is the catalyst that I got with, and that should be a I mean, that should withstand the element a little better. So I'm gonna have to Scotch Brite everything and get everything ready for that. So most of the part have been painted. The only thing I didn't do was the front fork. I'll do that next time. And I also received something that I haven't used yet, which is an internal throttle. So that will be interesting. This one comes from Amazon. Believe it or not, it's like $70, something like that. But if you look at the review, I mean, you know, there is not a lot of review, but they are all good. So, you know, that's to me a good sign. So we'll see how it goes. Well, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. That will help the channel, and see you in the next episode.